car down. I had went to go to lock the doors, but I seen there was carts outside, so I brought him in. And the guy, he helped me bring him in, so obviously I didn't think nothing of it, but it's just a customer needing to get some stuff. And then I brought him in the rest of the way, put him in their spot, told the guy I'd be with him in just a minute, and then I told him I can get him down on the next register. He shook his head, and then when I got there, he said something. I looked at him funny, I think, because I didn't understand what he said. Kind of like looked at him like, huh? What'd you say? And he whispered, and he pulled his gun out. I yelled for my boss. He said it again. I didn't hear him again, and he shot me. And then I told my boss, they take whatever you want. Just don't shoot me. And then she told me to dial 911. And then I remember the other customer that was in the store ran to me with a blanket and held it to my face and told me, and I told him to take it off. It hurt. It was sticking to my face. I didn't want it there. He said no, because then you'll bleed out.
Rows and rows of cars parked together so the community could support two people they view as heroes.
To be here, it's a small thing for me to do and so many others, but a lot of small things add up to big things.
Fellow law enforcement and community members who backed the blue, acknowledging Deputy Brandon Facting and Burton Police Officer Dalton Christie, who risked their lives on the line of duty.
I just appreciate what they do every day, to see the things they go through. It's a difficult job, and just more citizens need to show, more support.
Support is what the fundraiser was all about, according to Krista Porina, the dispatch specialist who was working at the time of the shooting and organizer of the event.
They're part of our community, and they do a huge part to make sure that they take care of us. So we just wanted to make sure that we were taking care of them.
Over 300 people were expected to be in attendance at the event, where Porina says 100% of the proceeds will go towards the officers and their families.
The money coming in today is going to help them with anything that they might need at home. I know that one of them needed a recliner, so it's something that'll help fund different things that they may need that's outside of their norm, anything that they need as far as hospital bills or anything like that going forward.
Porina also tells me the Elga Credit Union is accepting donations for those who may not have been in attendance at the fundraiser who would still like to contribute. Most of the people who showed up today are asking the county's 22 school districts to push the return date from this upcoming Monday to January 18th. Community members felt pushing the district's start date back by almost 2 weeks will ensure less students and staff return with exposure to the virus. Concerned staff at the event tell me the need to keep everyone safe is high, considering none of the 22 schools in Genesee County have enough substitute teachers to go around. They say before the break, librarians and other support staff were filling in for classrooms who didn't have a teacher, and they fear it might be worse going into Christmas break.
My concern is for the students as well as the staff members. Students can't fight this, and parents aren't vaccinating for whatever reason that they have a right to not vaccinate, but it is very important that we do not bring these babies back and take a chance of losing one. One is way too many.
Community members are also asking the district to reinstate mask mandates and requirements for students, especially if they have to go back this upcoming Monday.
They started doing 1 to 2 appointments a day, then turned into 20 to 30 a day. With more than 4,000 infusions administered, demand is increasing, and that is why, instead of house calls, they developed these clinics around the region. As cases are increasing, though, MedStar is left wondering if there will be enough monoclonal antibody infusions as we head into the new year. According to the ambulance service, they are the only ambulance service to offer something like this in the region. Patients who test positive and have symptoms and get the infusion have positive results, some even feeling better within the hour. It is administered through an IV. Patients sit for about a half hour, then are monitored for an hour to make sure they do not have a reaction. With the success comes concern because there might not be enough.
The supply really does have the potential to curtail these programs or slow them dramatically until the state and the feds figure out a better distribution system. When Michigan gets 1,000 of the antibodies, MedStar can go through 1,000 just ourselves in a week and a half, and that allocation is supposed to be for the whole state. So clearly there's an issue right now.
MedStar telling me a person has to have a physician form filled out in order to get the infusion. In some cases, patients can get the treatment within 48 hours, but there is a 10-day window to get these antibodies.